Hey, hockey friends and families, got exciting news from our title sponsor, NHL Sense Arena. Most of you have asked us all the time, is it just for goalies? Can skaters use it? Well, they've just made a revolutionary new update called Dangle Pro. It's the world's first mixed reality stick handling trainer. Now, you've all seen that video of someone with them throwing a lot of different things, pucks, gloves, everything at them on the ice. NHL Sense Arena has found a way using the Meta Quest to do this in mixed reality. So you can dangle through live 3D obstacles that appear right in front of you, earning points and developing better stick handling skills in the process. It is so much fun. When I tried it, I was blown away by how fun it was, but also it's going to help your kids build faster hands and good habits. Like picking your head up while stick handling with the puck, something we talk about all the time. This thing is only available inside NHL Sense Arena, and they're giving, again, $25 off an annual subscription. They're very gracious with us. When you use the code OKPH at checkout, you can check that out at sensearena.com/OKPH. Again, sensearena.com/OKPH. And give your young hockey player that increased hockey IQ, gets more confidence, faster hands. But this new module called Dangle Pro, they've really outdone themselves with this. Again, NHL Sense Arena is the only VR hockey training platform officially licensed by the NHL. It's a proud partner of USA Hockey and the OMHA. And it's got hundreds of drills on here for goaltenders, for players. And again, just 10 to 20 minutes a day, a few times a week, can really sharpen your kid's skill set. Trust me, it's a far better use of screen time than scrolling on YouTube or just playing regular video games. Again, sensearena.com/OKPH, sensearena.com/OKPH, sensearena.com/OKPH. Get your $25 off. Check out Dangle Pro. And now, check out this episode. Hello, hockey skaters and goalies around the world. Welcome back to another edition of the Ride to the Rink. We've got a great friend here today. Jack Han has worked at every level you can think of, from the NHL down to youth hockey. He helps me as a coach, and we brought him on here today to talk to you kids a little about ROI. So just in case you don't know what ROI is, this is a word you'll hear a lot as an adult. It's return on investment. And the investments in hockey, kids, obviously your parents, you're investing a lot of time. You kids know, you probably hear about it. There's money. If you're buying equipment, you've seen it. What is the return in exchange for that investment? And Jack has a really great perspective on this he wants to share with you. Jack, take it away.
So, really happy to be here and talk to you. I made the NHL twice, but neither times as a player. So, about 15 years ago, I first made the NHL as a social media coordinator for the Montreal Canadiens. And then a few years after that, my real passion is coaching and helping young players. And I'd end up working with the Toronto Maple Leafs as a player development analyst, and also later as an assistant coach at the AHL level. And perhaps one day I'll make the NHL a third time as a general manager or as a head coach or anything else. But there's so many more opportunities in pro hockey than you imagine. Like, I know players who have a great time playing pro hockey in France or Australia or Germany or Hungary, lots of beautiful countries where you can get paid to play hockey and really have a lot of fun and compete. So it's not just about earning a scholarship to a D1 school. That's one way for you or your parents to get return on investment, but there's so many other ways, whether it is working at the NHL level. Maybe you drive the Zamboni, right? That sounds like fun. Or maybe you get to see many other parts in the world and make new friends and play hockey in countries that you never dreamed of visiting. So for me, hockey is such a beautiful game because you can express yourself, you can discover new things, you can learn lessons about yourself, you can learn to love to suffer, because that's a really important life lesson. And so, just beyond going to college for free, I think there's so many other ways to get return on investment in your hockey.
Jack, can you talk a little bit about why it's so important then as a youth player and you're in the rink, right? And you're around all these people, around everybody. It's not just your coach. You're around officials and off-ice officials, Zamboni drivers, rink managers, social media people. Like, why is it so important then to be on your game all the time and know around about your surroundings in our kind of modern culture?
Well, one cool thing about hockey is that you're always meeting new people, and whenever you meet somebody, the first impression, maybe it's not everything, but it does count for a lot. So not only do you learn how to talk to people and how to approach people and how to get on their good side, but you also learn that, maybe sometimes you make a mistake, you apologize, you move forward. And hockey is a game where, penalties get you penalized. Obviously, you go and sit for 2 minutes or 5, but then you come out and you keep playing the game. And I think that's a great life lesson where, you can make mistakes and you can learn how to overcome them. And you're always meeting new people. So you get to start from scratch once in a while.
And Jack, what are some of the advantages for kids to once in a while play with and watch closely older kids?
So, maybe your coach or your parents will show you clips of NHL players, and it's great because, you can learn from them, but you can also learn from players who are just a little bit older or a little bit better than you, because it's very motivating to see someone else do a move and you can say, well, I'll practice it for a couple of hours and I can do it too. On the flip side, I think it's also good to play with younger players, because then not only can you practice things that maybe you're a little bit less comfortable with, but in my case, when I was young, I would always work at hockey camps with younger players, and it really ignited a love of coaching and helping others that ended up helping me get to the NHL. So maybe the same will be true for you.
I love it. And I want to say here too, Jack, on both ends of that, older, younger, and then the ROI things is, kids, when you look at who's talking to you here, every one of us works in the game in some way. Christy has written several books about the game. She's a broadcaster. Mike helps organizations out. He's a coach. Jack's a coach. He has a great business online where he helps other coaches. He helps players by viewing the footage. And then, we're podcasting about hockey here right now. And we have a lot of fun with it. Now, I will say this, kids, listen to me very carefully. Come close to your speaker. Play as long as you possibly can. Okay. Play as long as you can. If it's your dream to play pro hockey, no one here is going to tell you not to pursue that dream. Play as long as you can. But also keep in mind that, as Jack said, there are so many different ways to be involved in this game aside from playing. That's why your education is also important. That's why we tell you all the time that it's never about just one thing. It's not just about playing hockey. It's about making yourself the most well-rounded you can be so you can have a life in the game as well. But going back to what I just said, play as long as you possibly can. Okay? Because again, all roads lead to adult league at some point. And you got to understand that. But I love everything that we talked about here, Jack. And these are great questions from everybody. Just about the game is expansive, right? And the game is something that you can expansive, not expensive, kids. It's expensive too, right? There's so many ways to be involved. All right. But Jack, thanks so much for taking a few minutes with the kids today. And I know they love hearing from you.
No problem. And enjoy your ride to the rink. Enjoy your practice. Enjoy your game. It goes by really fast. Make a lot of friends. You'll have them for a long time, and just enjoy it.
I love it. Kids, remember, wherever you're at on your hockey journey, we believe in you. You should too. For Christy, for Mike, for Jack, I'm Lee. We'll see you on the next Ride to the Rink. Have fun, skate on, skate hard. Take care.